So on Germany's turn, they bought 3 artilleries, a bomber, 6 infantry. Did a number of attacks. Got no hit backs. So he hit Morocco, no hit back. Algeria, no hit back. Transjordan, no hit back. Archangel, no hit back. West Russia, no hit back. All 1 loss, 1 infantry, 1 artillery losses for me, but nonetheless, still stinks. I'm going to need some miracles here. Well, not miracles, but I'm going to need some help here. And he moved his fleet out to 13 because I goofed and put the bomber in India, because I could have done my cruiser bomber from the UK hit as was planned, and then have the bomber and 2 destroyers hit the battleship. And yeah, I've goofed not thinking and put the bomber in India, so now I can't sink him here with any decent odds, at least. So we got to figure out a band-aid. So the biggest issue here, not so much the immediate, he's got 2 bombers and a fighter, the battleship, of course, for the Sea Lion attempt. But the bigger concern is him moving his battleship into 6, 7, or 8, where the following turn he can move it into 5 with a carrier build and a whole bunch of transports. And with a rich Germany he has, it's going to be really hard to stop the Sea Lion at that point. So my goal is really to try to prevent him from getting to 6, 7, and 8. So, and even there, I'm not going to have the greatest odds. I'm going to do my best to get the UK bomber, cruiser, and I'm going to build a fighter in range of those, as well as then the US bomber in range of those. But he may take out both destroyers because I'm going to have to use them as kind of spots here as well. So hopefully we can get enough to keep him out of these 3 zones at least. But then, of course, to keep him out of those 3 zones, we're going to have to build in the U.S. to prevent him from taking one of those. Or he can come down this way. I mean, he can come to Brazil in all likelihood and then come over. There's going to be some headaches, some prices to pay for this, unfortunately. But for now, we're just going to go toe-to-toe with Japan. We're going to focus on getting this taken care of. So we are going to build a fighter for the UK. We're going to go 2 subs and a destroyer that we're just going to drop here in 35. We're going to give him the shot. If he wants to take the shot at us, he's got a 65% chance at wiping us. But that means US is going to be parking in their territory if he does that. So, in the one sense, I kind of welcome it. And then India will be defended. Yeah, he'll only have like a 30% shot on India, so we'll be okay there. I forgot I was going to check. I forgot to check one thing on India. I don't even think I need to pick up that infantry from Africa. I think I can leave them over there and still feel pretty safe with India. You'd have a 45% shot at taking India. I think I'm more comfortable leaving him over there. I'm going to give him the opportunities. Yeah, I mean, we're well behind in this game now, unfortunately. That Ukraine made me split my tanks up and made an awkward West Russia Caucasus, which made covering all of them this round awkward. And then, of course, the 61 was bad. And then my goof up on miscounting my infantry and misplacing my bomber. All those are adding up to we are in a very tough position here. I'm kind of happy he spread himself out across North Africa here, because if Japan, this fleet's either going to have to attack or they're going to have to retreat and come back here and build in 62. If he retreats, then I can sit here and use my carrier and transport and build in India and fight the Germans right here on the front line, just toe to toe, and hopefully save some ground here. So there's our build. I wonder. Yeah, I think I'm going to stick with my original. I was thinking about blitzing the tank and a bomber, and then the USPL to take those and conserve Russian units. But it's a little bit iffy down here, and I think I'd rather go ahead and take care of this. So I think that's all of our attacks then. Could send a tank up there, but is that really going to do us a whole lot of good? Not really. Although it does give us 5 planes, 3 units that could hit at 8. And he wouldn't be able to land any. He wouldn't be able to land any planes. Best he can put is 4, 5 units in there. He probably doesn't want to land planes in there anyways. I don't think we need to waste it. I think it's a waste of a tank to do that. Do want to check one more thing? Yeah, I'm giving him a 32% shot on the sea line if he wants to take it. In his position, I would not take it, but he'll have that option. Normally I would use my fighter bomber to pick something off here, but I need that fighter and bomber both to live. I can't really take that risk at all. There we go. I could grab him, but I'd rather have them both there and be able to grab 2 for my own for attacking back over here, so we're not going to mess with that. Oop, bomber. So the bomber here can go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and all land in UK. So the bomber can hit all 3 of these. The fighter, of course, can hit all 3 of these. Cruiser can hit 8 through 2 different sea zones, so he could not block me. 7, of course, and then 6 he can come around and hit over here, and again he cannot block me. So I will have the fighter, cruiser, bomber that can hit, and then I'll have my destroyers in here. Now he could take his bombers. What I'm worried about is him using his 2 bombers to hit my cruiser destroyer here. Destroyer, take out my destroyer, and then the or the battleship. Just actually don't even need to do that. Take the destroyer battleship in here, and then I'm just only got cruiser bomber followed by bomber destroyer to attack them with. Or excuse me, not cruiser bomber, fighter bomber followed by destroyer bomber. Not great. But we got to do what we got to do right now. And I think that's all it moves. Well, you know what? Yep, nope, we're going to leave them there. Ooh, I do need to check my defense profiles, make sure we're not submerging right now. Which we are. We want our traditional. We got our fighter before carrier for the United States because they're out there in the ocean. Not that I expect them to attack that, but these 4 fighters are in this season, I hope. Let's just double check this, make sure we don't got anything crazy going on here. Yep, okay. There we go.